Greetings, explorers! The team at Othergate has been hard at work fixing bugs and making improvements based on your feedback. We are happy to deliver Dungeons of Eternity's first patch, which addresses many of your reported issues. Special thanks to our player testers, who helped identify issues and test our fixes. The list of changes is the following. Bug fixes. For multiplayer, fix keys and potions that were unable to be picked up, fixed chest loot issues including wrong tiers, same weapon types, randomizations, etc., fixed properly updating the public-private friends-only quick settings UI when joining a room, fixed players falling while spawning into the outpost or spawning into a dungeon, improved reliability of save game in some rare cases. For player fixes, fix player level getting reset to a lower level after a dungeon run, fixed enemies pushing players around when they're waiting for rescue, fixed hands and some staffs breaking if a hologram skeleton was left in the outpost when entering a dungeon, fixed broken hands from leaving a dungeon while climbing a chain, fixed pink avatar glitch, fixed players getting stuck in the air while waiting for rescue, fixed getting stuck when falling into a spike pit while waiting for rescue, fixed for the players being invisible and frozen in some cases when teleporting into a dungeon, fixed players not being able to run into a locked room through the locked portal if they were outside the room, grip on keys is released when chests and doors are open, fixed shields getting upholstered and held upside down, fixed weapon duplication exploit in the lobby. For movement fixes, fixed the ability to teleport through gates and secret doors, fixed teleport and blink locations still being active if frozen or webbed, fixed some rooms that didn't allow proper teleportation, fixed bugs that allowed players to climb up past the top of a chain and go up into the ceiling. Enemy fixes, fixed frozen enemies not being smashable after a certain period of playtime, fixed frozen enemies damaging the player if you moved into their weapons, fixed zombies that were sometimes doing the limbo. Settings fixes, fixed the swap joysticks option so it properly swaps inventory and jump buttons also. Potion fixes, fixed health potions visually refilling after they've been used, fixed ice potions breaking on the floor with no FX. Game modes. Dungeon Raid. End event not activating if the host drops from the tutorial dungeon and the other players late joining. Dungeon Raid. Fixed recon probe hologram showing if someone late joins during the final battle. Crystal Hunt. Power up pressure plates being active after the event is over. Soul Harvest. Soul counter not synced correctly for all players. Dungeons. Fix the trap projectiles not doing damage to non-host players and going through walls. Fixed issue where late joins to the tutorial dungeon would result in missing UI and end the mission UI. Fixed some rare behavior with new characters and returning to the main menu after skipping the tutorial. Fixed boss room bomb chests showing in the minimap. Fixed invalid XP, gold, level, exo point, soul calculations in certain circumstances in the end mission UI. Fixed the moving objects, such as chains, that would go invisible. Fixed secret room with no collision. Fixed missing floor for some biomes in one of the secret rooms. Fixed various issues with the torch rooms and torch objects. Moved dungeon raid lock key pedestals away from the boss chests in the giant boss fight rooms. Exploding barrels won't explode immediately after you spawn into a dungeon. Combat fixes. Fixed parrying not working sometimes even though you hear a cling. Fixed rare cases of the hologram training skeletons roaming around the outpost. Fixed being able to glitch secret doors and move them around the dungeon. Fixed door and chest keys auto-attaching to skeleton key pedestals. Adjusted volume on the healing and fireball staff sounds. Updated the missing impale perk icon. Improvements and changes. Multiplayer. Added a button to bring up the Quest Invites panel from the friends list in the Outpost to make inviting friends easier. Optimized network bandwidth to perform better on slower Wi-Fi. Extended the network disconnect timeout for private rooms to 90 seconds versus 60 seconds. Added a notification to the main menu if the game has trouble reaching servers through the Wi-Fi firewall. Players. Allow dead players to rotate their camera view. Improved force grab behavior for picked up items. Improved force grab behavior during combat. Progression. Save game will automatically retry when necessary. Added a notification if a save game fails. Fabricator. Changed potion unlock text XXX souls needed to unlock to XXX more souls needed to unlock. Leaderboards. Added code to automatically fix player names in the leaderboards if the user has changed their username. Reset leaderboard display name upon logging in. Settings. Added auto run checkbox to the quick settings. Default is set to off. Added current dungeon info to the quick settings UI. Click dungeon door icon. Added current dungeon info to the quick settings UI. Click the dungeon door icon. Added option to open inventory with button B. This will conflict with push to talk, however. Added a repair voice chat button to the sound settings UI for reconnecting to voice chat if it disconnects. Game modes. Dungeon raid. If a battery falls into a pit, it will automatically be added to the drone. Dungeon raid. Added a battery count notification when one is added to the drone. Crystal hunt. If crystals are dropped into pits or lost, they will automatically be added to the pyramid receptacles. Soul harvest. At the end of each round, an extra key will spawn on the altar to aid in unlocking rewards. Soul harvest. Improved environment lighting on the Soul Harvest altar. Various room improvements include moving the recon droid outside of a lava area in one room. Enemies. Rebalanced. Uber Mage respawn time has been reduced. Melee time has been reduced. Rebalanced. Oculus health has been increased. Rebalanced. Wasp boss speed has been reduced and attack damage has been reduced. Weapons. Made a pass on the weapon materials to better represent the tiers and class of weapons and their progression. Changed the name on the basic staff to melee staff to help reduce confusion on its abilities. Reduced the length of time skeleton gibs get stuck on axes, making the axe feel too heavy. Rebalanced. Dagger damage has been increased. Potions. Doubled the resurrection potion's AoE radius. Large health potions will no longer resurrect the player. The bomb potion will no longer do friendly fire or self-damage to players. FX. Improved the bomb potion's explosion FX. Improved the torch FX. Miscellaneous. Added support to detect and adjust for Quest 3 battery saver mode. Enforced 72 frames per second visuals, which could cause slow motion physics. And that is the end of the patch notes. Enjoy.